It's Thursday, March 27th. This is Automotive State of the Union, and I'm Kyle Mountsier with Ben Hadley. Today we're talking about Trump tariffs looming again, Hyundai opening up in Georgia, and OpenAI getting an upgrade.
Let's go.
You like the
I
new?
want to go in reverse. You know I want to go in reverse, but
Oh, I know. You like the new? You like the
we
upgrade
have
on the
15
intro?
minutes.
You like the upgrade on the intro? We got.
I
a little,
did.
like-
I was listening to it. Could you tell? I was listening to it. And I was like,
I couldn't. I don't watch anything that you do. So it's.
I was
fair.
like, oh, this is great. I like
This
the
is
upgrade.
new. Yeah. We rebranded the Automotive State of the Union. We rebranded to our brand. It's kind of interesting. Because the show's been called the Automotive Troublemaker for the longest time, right?
You know what?
So,
That's not what I actually knew it as. So I went to More Than Cars like pretty hard in my head.
Got it.
As soon as I saw the shirt, so that's what you are to me.
You're just more than cars. Yeah. So it's the Automotive State of the Union. We're talking about the Automotive State of the Union every single day, but we're always bringing in the other retail things. Like you said, I can't wait to the third story. We'll see if we can reverse it. But if we reversed it, we never get out of the third story. It's always that way. It's going to be fun. Hey, you're going to be at ASOTU CON this year, right?
Of course I'm going to be at ASOTU CON. Who wouldn't be at ASOTU CON? They'd be absolute idiots for missing this.
It's going to be absolutely nuts. I'm super excited about Pitch Tank. I posted about it on LinkedIn this morning. Ford Direct and Beth Hill are making sure that we go to Pitch Tank, and we've got a bunch of startups, a bunch of founders, a bunch of innovative companies presenting in real time to dealers, investors, entrepreneurs, some investors like Bill Karras, Chase Frazier. We've got someone from Autotech VC going to be there. So it's going to be definitely a innovative, heavy thing.
How crazy is it? Think about COVID, Pitch Tank.
Oh, I know.
The lineage, the pedigree of Pitch Tank is pretty cool.
I went back. I counted one time because I had like an old notebook that I kept on like who we were gonna have that week on Clubhouse. I counted 216 individual companies that pitched in that, I don't know how long it was. It was probably 9 months you and I did that.
Yeah.
216 companies
now
that we
we
know
got to
about.
Track where are they at now.
We should go back.
Stella was one of the ones way back.
Way
right?
early. Yep.
Brooke, all those guys. I bet the numbers are pretty staggering.
It's got to be staggering. Yeah.
I can't even give you a transition. I'm going to throw you up. Dude, what about those tariffs?
President Trump has officially imposed 25% tariffs on vehicles built outside the U.S. effective April 3rd. That's early next week, team. The move is set to rattle the global auto industry supply chain and could result in major price hikes over time for consumers. The tariff increases from a 2.5 base to 25%, covering vehicles and some auto parts like engine and transmissions. Parts meeting the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement rules will get a temporary reprieve like they have over the last month until the Commerce Department sets the new regulations. Yesterday, Aaron Bragman of Cars.com was on YouTube Shorts saying that 50% of all cars are imported from outside of the U.S. and encouraged buyers to act as soon as prices could rise from $3,000 to $12,000. Said, if you need a new car, go get one as soon as you possibly can. Lock in a price because those prices might be going up very soon. Here's our old friend Sean Fain, the UAW president, called it a victory, however, for auto workers, saying ending the race to the bottom in the auto industry starts with fixing our broken trade deals. Kind of like you got both sides of the equation coming in now.
Yeah. I mean, and how do we know? Do we know how Tesla's almost all U.S., right? Or no?
They final manufacturing for U.S. Sold vehicles is a lot in the U.S. That Austin facility
feels like a little bit of little carve out.
Yeah, well, actually, Trump did go on saying a few times Elon's never asked me for a favor, and this is definitely not one. So it seems like there's probably some level of interaction. Obviously, he has manufacturing facilities all over the world at this point. But
you know what I mean? I don't know.
It's kind of hey, did it for a bud over here.
Yeah, dude sleeping in the bedroom a couple hallways down. You don't go like, hey, bro, by the way, you know.
I'll jump in here because I saw a story on electric this morning where Elon apparently tweeted that the impact is still significant. And some details is that they do import they get some of its parts from China and steel and aluminum from Mexico and Canada, which will be subject to tariffs. And then more than 20% of its parts come from Mexico.
Wow.
So all that might add up to what he calls significant.
Wow. Okay.
And that's what they're saying. Like, hey, even when you look at quote unquote American manufactured vehicles, right? GM, Ford, Stellantis, still over 50% of those vehicles is parts and steel and aluminum coming from these other countries.
So I haven't fact checked this, but back end of January, beginning of February, I did this thing on ChatGPT, deep research. It predicted kind of what the impact of tariffs would be for the year. And it called out, if I remember correctly, that Kia and Hyundai, because they have higher amounts of U.S. Parts sort of production, would actually be the least impacted. And those guys were kind of set up to skyrocket.
Yeah.
And
well, look, speaking of Hyundai's U.S. production.
I know, dude. That's my first.
That was my first.
No, you had the
I'm
setup.
getting good at this, bro.
You had the
I'm getting
setup.
good.
It was good. I was proud of you. You had the setup, all right? Hyundai has officially opened its state-of-the-art EV plant in Georgia. We've been talking about it for a while, marking a historic $7.6 billion investment in U.S. manufacturing. The facility will produce Hyundai, Kia, and Genesis electric vehicles, including the much-anticipated three-row Ioniq 9. Hyundai's project in Georgia is expected to create 8,500 direct jobs and over 58,000 total jobs from indirect product supply. The 2025 Ioniq 5 was the first model built at the plant, with a three-row Ioniq 9 set to debut later this spring. They recently announced a $21 billion investment in U.S. production, including $9 billion for EV expansion and $6 billion for a new steel plant, speaking of steel and aluminum, in Louisiana. Hyundai Motor Group Executive Chair Ison Chung said, together with the talented workforce in HMGMA, which is the like Hyundai Motors, Kia, Genesis, I don't know, it's a whole bunch of letters, we are building the future of mobility with America in America. I feel like he's got some, thing with Steve Greenfield. I don't know. Future of mobility.
Dude, I mean, you know what's crazy? Have you looked into, I think this may be as commonplace in like Japanese or Korean companies, but Hyundai is like, they own baseball teams.
Oh, yeah. They are
huge, massive amounts of steel, everything. They got all, and so, I mean, it's pretty amazing that they were convinced to come and make a giant investment over here.
Right.
And I think that's a silver lining. Is it because this tariff stuff is working?
Yeah, but I mean, this Hyundai plant has been being built for 2 years, right?
Yeah. Good time to release the news.
Yeah, it's a great timing thing for them. And I mean, their ride from a market share perspective right now is insane in the US, right? Particularly under the Hyundai and Kia brands. It's wild. And they are definitely, they're the gas, gas hybrid, fully electric. Like, they've got something for everybody, which not a lot of manufacturers can boast right now.
No, they're playing it perfect. Was one of my guesses was I thought Daly was going to get the Kia SUV.
Oh, he loves the Kia. Yeah.
I thought that was going to be it, but then I also guessed the F-150 publicly.
That's strong,
dude. I had that early call out.
Did you have it, or did you have ChatGPT do deep research on it and it told you to?
Yeah, give me a psycho profile of this man.
Psychoanalyze this man and tell me what he's going to buy next.
Dude, yes. I want to do something real quick right here.
Okay.
Is it okay if I do that?
Do it. Go.
Speaking of ChatGPT psychoanalyzing something,
Stop.
You can't da-da-da-da-da the end of a segue. You can't da-da-da-da-da the end of a segue. That doesn't work. OpenAI.
That was pretty good, though.
today is rolling out and has rolled out already built-in image generation with ChatGPT, making a big leap in AI-powered creativity. Dubbed, quote, images in ChatGPT, this feature is available for all usage tiers. Users can now generate images directly using GPT's 4O's omnimodal technology. New enhancements improve, quote, binding, meaning the AI better understands object relationships and attributes, avoiding mix-ups like miscalculated shapes. Unlike past models that produce garbled, misspelled words, GPT-4o, this is the big one, can now render clean, legible text in images. The AI now accurately follows detailed text prompts, even replicating whiteboard notes and comic strip text. We tried it out a few times. Research lead Gabriel Go calls it a step change above previous models with improved precision in rendering complex prompts. It's nuts. Nathan tried it out this morning. Check out this before we get a little commentary from Ben, because Ben uses this. He first just got like, hey, give me a man wearing the shirt, and we've got this, bearded guy with the love people more than you love cars, missed the U, and the ASOTU hat. Said, give me an infographic about this. Here's the infographic. It says, automotive troublemakers love people more than cars, challenge the status quo, envision a better industry. Consumers, collaborators, conspirators, ASOTU. There it is. Now watch. He said, throw it on a billboard. Oh, there it is on a billboard. It looks dope. You might as well just like put that out there and ship it. You can do anything with this thing now.
Look, I want to give like everybody a couple different things to do as homework.
I love this.
One is I just did this morning. We were debating what should I post today about LinkedIn. I ended up posting an interactive dashboard for the tariff thing. That one's fun. You should click it. But two, what the contender that I'll post tomorrow was, hey, ChatGPT, you know me really well at this point. Make a 2-panel comic that will make me laugh and visualize it. And it knocked it out of the park. So that makes you think, okay, are we just going to be like essentially entertaining ourselves with inside jokes that only we know? Like, I can imagine myself on the couch next to my wife laughing, and she's going to be like, what are you laughing at? I'm like, it's an inside joke in my own head. Like, it's like, that's ridiculous.
Well, but
the other thing.
Yeah, I mean, but you think about the possibility when the image generation becomes much faster, because it will over the next 4 or 5 months, right? It'll be so fast. And you think about like a CDP segmenting an audience with qualities that has history in your CRM, and all of a sudden implementing a marketing strategy with content that's relevant at a personalized level to a segment of your audience with a real vehicle, real text, value propositions, and, inside what they're thinking about. It's unbelievable.
So that's number 2. It's almost like, dude, you just segued me. Number 2 is take a screenshot of your website on mobile and then just say, hey, visualize this for a more optimal conversion experience.
Oh, whoa.
Just take what I just, here's my, here's my VDP vomit is what I call it. Now just like show me what it should look like. And then before and after, screenshot that and post it and tag me, because I would love to see it.
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
My gosh, is such a powerful tool to just look at UX, UI better. Because if you think about it, it is an LLM is really just a probabilistic predictive thing. So it already is kind of going, well, like based on the probability and prediction of getting a conversion, here's how it should look. Here's the verbiage. Have you? Everybody's probably always wondered, like, what's the best CTA name? Like, what should I call it? Request more info.
It's literally trained to make that decision for us, for sure.
Screenshot, send it in. Do mobile. 70% of your traffic's mobile. Do mobile. Don't do desktop. Yeah.
Genius.
Be blown away.
Look, we only send the hot takes. We sent hot takes. We sent segues. Ben got his first ever segue on a show this morning.
I think I went back to back.
It's unbelievable. Hey, look, take this stuff, plug it into your business. You are the operator. Go.